What's going on, YouTube? Today's the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, by the way. If you guys are using fireworks, of course, have fun, but be careful. It's real dry out in some states, like Arizona, where my aunt lives. It's been in the 110s there, so a lot of things are real dry. So if you're going to use fireworks, just use your brain. Don't be stupid, But anyways, somebody brought this up to me about Jorden last night. Won't mention names, but so I figured I'd just come out here and tell you guys what happened there. And as you know me by now, I really am not the one to come out here and share, personal stuff. I'm really not like that. I usually just stick to football or games or whatever the case might be. But I think it's time I just come out and share the story. That's really why you haven't been seeing me a lot. I've been kind of letting the bottle get a hold of me a little bit. What I mean by that is booze. I mean, got to cut back on it. Taxi drivers drink, yes. They don't drink and drive. I never would do that, obviously, but on my days off, I tend to have a little too many lately. Because drinking and driving, I've seen the consequences of that, and I never would do it, so. But 2 months ago today, really, to be exact, coincidentally, May 4th, got a phone call from one of my exes, ironically, to say, see, this girl, this ex of mine was like one of my original girlfriends, like one of them, middle school things. That's how long ago it was. And she happened to be living in the same town as her, and I never knew that, and she didn't know that either for the longest time. But, so anyway, she calls me up, and that's who I first hear it from. That said, did you see the post about Jorden? And now, for you guys who don't know who Jorden is, I made a video with her last summer, about August sometime. It's under, like, a random vlog or something like that. Most of you may have seen it. If you haven't, just go back and look it up, and you'll see her, which one I'm talking about. Where, one of her friends posted on Facebook, said, "Rest in peace, Jorden, you were a great friend, blah, blah, blah." So anyway, she shares the post with me and tells me, says, "Did you hear what happened to Jorden?" I'm like, "No. I was just talking to her like 2 days ago, 2 days before that." Well, she died. And I was like, it was one of them moments where, you get wide-eyed and you're thinking, what I just hear? But, yeah, come to find out it was true. And it was such a shock. It still is kind of a shock. I know I don't seem too upset, but there's a reason I'm making this video 2 months later. Believe me, I couldn't make it the time it happened. I wanted to, but I just, I couldn't. I would choke up or something. I mean, I just couldn't do it. But still do a little bit even thinking about it. But yeah, what happened was she was on a passenger of a motorcycle. Go figure, them fucking motorcycles. I never have liked them. And something happened where he hit loose gravel, she flew off, but it isn't the fall that killed her. Ironically, it was on one of those, South Dakota. It's them country roads, them two-way roads. They were coming up to a stop sign, and when she fell off, this trucker from the other side, who also had a stop sign, she went underneath his wheels. That's what killed her. It wasn't the fall itself. It was the fact that when she flew off, when they fell and she flew and slid, and this is how I'm getting told how it happened, and this is how the news reported it too, that when she fell, she slid underneath the back tires. But I have a hard time understanding that, because don't you think if you're coming to a stop, I mean, if you're coming to a stop, you're not going fast, so how the hell could you fly off and have that much momentum to where you slide underneath a truck that's, 200-300 yards away from you? I don't get it, I think there's something to that story that I ain't getting told. I just don't understand how it could happen like that. Now, granted, I've never rode a motorcycle. I know you can slide if you fall off them, but, I mean, the fact that you're coming to a stop and you hit loose gravel, and I mean, something don't make sense there. I'm thinking what happened is the kid was showing off, or revving it up. You know how them young kids are nowadays. You know, they're fucking stupid when it comes to that shit. And I'm guessing he tried to do a wheelie or something to impress her. Something to that story don't make sense, because I have a hard time believing if you're coming to a stop, you're slowing down then, right? And I mean, it just don't make sense. You know, I mean, if I'm missing something there, maybe you guys can share if you have any motorcycle experience. But that don't make sense to me at all. So, and usually country roads around here, they're 55 miles an hour at max. That's the speed limit. Not to say that he wasn't doing that, but, you know, I don't know. Anyways, that's what happened. It's been a rough couple months, man. It's just been, it sucks, you know. But everything happens for a reason. You know, I'm a believer in God, of course, and I don't want to hear this, oh, but taxi guy, I'm an atheist, and let me tell you why. I don't give a fuck. Don't even come on here with that shit. Don't kick a dog while they're down. I mean, if you're going to come on here and say you're an atheist, just don't even bother commenting, because it's going to get deleted. And I'm not the one to delete comments, you know that, but I'm not going to put up that shit. Stupid. You know? And I got news for you. The ones you are who do say they're atheists, most of them are not. They're just saying that to get attention or to offend people. That's all it is. It's an attention grabber. But anyways, that's man. That's what happened. I don't want to talk about it too much longer. You know, you guys comment, I'd appreciate it. Like I said, any negative comments on this particular video are going to get deleted, because I'm just not gonna put up with it. You know, you don't, you know, when someone's deceased like that, you don't come on here and make smart ass comments like that. It's just, you know. But that's what's been going on. That's why I really haven't been doing a lot of videos. Like I said, just trying to straighten out. And I'll get back to it regularly soon. Of course, the NFL season's coming up here in a couple months, so, you know, I'll be back for that.